Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today's episode we are going to talk about a trading expert, a veteran trading expert, who predicts Bitcoin going on a parabolic rise. He must have watched my video from a couple days ago. Also, we will talk about some of the latest news things, stuff going on in the news. Also, guys, due to popular request, yes, trim the beard, and to spruce up the place, got these shitty little fake flowers for you. All that stuff and more right after a message from our sponsor. Alright guys, all that roboting has hurt my head a little bit. I had a long couple days, under-rested, but making you this video in the nick of time. Today on CoinMarketCap, we have total market cap, $180 billion. It's growing. Bitcoin dominance, 50.9%. Still sitting around the 50% mark. Apparently a lot of maximalists in the crowd. Now, overall, Bitcoin right at $5,200. So kind of holding above 5,000. That's great news. Ethereum at 177, XRP at 35 cents. And Litecoin shooting up with news of, not news, but the halvening for Litecoin to $88. Not too long ago, it was like 20 some dollars. Crazy. I think it was $20. Let's just verify that together to make sure I'm not pulling shit out of my ass. Because where else would you find it, you know? But let's see. I know, long video today. There we go. 20 bucks. Yeah, I knew it. Litecoin was 20 bucks. Litecoin, one of the top 5 cryptos, 4x'd in the past month or 2 or 3. Now, today, altcoins are still popping. Stuff like Repo, ABBC coin, Nano up. Repo and ABBC up 60%, Nano only up 12%. VestChain and Maximind coin down. Dogecoin taking a dive. I guess people stopped buying after Musk said to. But yeah, so altcoins are still popping. Can still make your money there, or can still make your money however you want in cryptocurrency. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Now we did break. With the giant green dildo candle, we did break up almost $1,000 then. And despite what a lot of people are thinking, the price has not fallen back down. We broke through the 200-day moving average, and price continues to rise, which is really great news, considering there are people in the market who might be interested in Bitcoin again. However, we have some big numbers coming up, the $6,000 mark, and then also right around 6,100, there's been a lot of resistance. So 6,000, maybe 64, somewhere around there. There's a lot of resistance there. That was where it previously broke through back when Bitmain sold off a whole bunch of Bitcoin to cover its IPO losses. Well, that's going to be resistance, because what happens in those areas is a lot of money changes hands. And when people start changing hands, they get the idea that once it gets back there, then I'll buy or sell, the opposite of what they did before. So people who may have sold there will think, well, once it gets back up there, I'll buy again. Or people who bought there think it's sold. So what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means in the next news article. But as you can see, we're in this little green phase here because from my video the other day, there was another expert who thought that we're at the beginning of a new cycle. What's going on with the MACD, you ask? Well, still saying to hold Bitcoin. However, if you take a look at these histogram candles, starting to lessen a little bit. So keeping an eye on it, see when the crossover will happen. Now onto the news articles. The clickbaity title article that got some of you to watch this video, so you can post down in the comments that I made a clickbaity title. That was for you, and you exclusively. So anyways, Peter Brandt, a veteran trader, he predicted the 80% price drop in 2018. Now Bitcoin enters a new parabolic trend. That is exciting news. So Peter Brandt predicted, this was back in, when was it? January 23rd of 2018, right at the peak of the bull run, basically, right at the bubble popped. He saw this parabolic advance, and he predicted an 80% decline in price to a target of $39.33. He was not very far off, within, I don't know, $600, $700. That's pretty darn accurate. Now, he has gone on to say that we are entering a new parabolic phase. He thinks that, yes, we have found the bottom here, as I've said in a couple videos, and we are going up, up and away. And as you can see here, if we zoom in, that up and away goes to 60,000, 80,000, 100,000, somewhere around there. Hopefully, by 2020, 2021. However, he did go on to say a couple days after, he said, well, it's either going up or we're going to retest the bottom, this 10, I don't want to view the image on, well, basically right where it says view image on Twitter, he's saying, yes, we might be going there. There it is, 10B. We could either go to 10A and go up or 10B and go down. And there are people who think that we are in like a 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5 wave L8 pattern. So that would validate that. Or if we just go up now, then we go up now. However, as I have made that video, not my last video. Okay, so that was the Celsius interview. But the video before that, I predicted the end of the bear market, the beginning of the bull market. Okay, I predicted that because, you know, a lot of people, I just wanted people to comment on it. And in years from now, I want to say, hey, I predicted that. But anyways, it begs you to ask. A lot of people say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. And while that is all true, it's a pretty looking hole. Just kidding. Wow, that was awkward. Okay. So, and this begs the question, is the only reason a lot of people think Bitcoin will go back to 2018 lows is because they missed their buy-in? And I think the answer is yes. I mean, all these people who say, no, it's going lower, that's because they're holding Tether or Fiat or whatever else. That's why they're not buying in. I mean, any sane person would just dollar cost average, but we're not sane. We're emotional traders. Everybody just wants to buy the absolute bottom, which they'll never do. But I don't need to read the article. The title says it all. People who are just like, it's going lower, that's because they missed their buying, basically. Because as we see here, Binance CEO, CZ, he reveals a Bitcoin and trading frenzy. So he says the crypto traders are back in bigger numbers than ever. As a matter of fact, CZ says the number of orders being placed on Binance is now at an all-time high. Basically, the fact that the price can go up so quickly means that there's actually a lot of money waiting to buy Bitcoin. Agreed. A lot of people sitting on the sideline and waiting to buy the absolute bottom. And they were really fearing missing out, the FOMO mentality. The fact that the price can go up so quickly means the money was ready, which basically means that people still have a lot of confidence in this industry. So it's not like everyone is scared away. Yeah, definitely. A lot of people waiting to buy in. Also on the CME, the Bitcoin futures volume rises by 950% in just 4 days. Now, is that people shorting? Maybe, potentially. But that's a lot of volume, pretty much the highest record trading day on April 4th. And that's not on April 1st, so it's not an April Fool's joke. There are more people interested in trading Bitcoin, so getting more and more and more. However, China always has to get its pretty little nose in there, and they're basically every time the price goes up, China decides to do something, you know, to kind of cripple Bitcoin. You know, in China, I used to say this years ago. For those of you guys who've watched my channel for a while, I used to say this. In China, they have a saying that if you try to kill something and it lives, then it won't die. Let me try that again. If you try and kill something and it won't die, it deserves to live. So China is once again trying to kill Bitcoin like they ever could. So they're saying, we're going to ban Bitcoin mining. Really, who the heck cares? Because if they do, miners will just move elsewhere. It's not like they can ban it all across the world. Now they go on to say that this is not great for the environment and Bitcoin mining as well as 450 other activities should be prohibited because they did not adhere to relevant laws and regulations, were unsafe, wasted resources, and polluted the environment. Unlike the coal factories and shit like that they have in China, that doesn't pollute the environment. But Bitcoin mining, no. Is this a big deal? No. Because if they, okay, so Bitmain's in China, one of the largest mining pools out there. If they ban it, Bitmain will just move elsewhere. It's not a big deal. Elon Musk in the news today, he doesn't get in the news that often. He says paper money is going away. Like this. He says, going away. That's right, paper money is going away. Silicon Valley billionaire Elon Musk has sounded the death knell for cash. He says paper money is going away. Cryptocurrency is a far better way to transfer value than pieces of paper. That's for sure. He says the technology behind Bitcoin is quite brilliant, and it seems like there's some merit to Ethereum and maybe some others. Now, He goes on further to say that Tesla will not be getting involved in digital currency because it's not a good use of the company's resources, but he is a fan of it. He may not own any himself. The last time he talked about if he owned any crypto was back in February of 2018, so a long time ago, a year ago. He said he only owned a quarter Bitcoin that somebody gave him years ago. So, Elon Musk, he's talking about crypto, and then, furthermore, before that article, which I just showed you, just spoiled it, he says, yes, the world will ultimately have a single currency, the internet will have a single currency, and I personally believe that will be Bitcoin. And no, that was not Elon Musk who said that. That was Jack Dorsey of Twitter, the old tweeter man. But this one world currency, could it be Facebook coin? I think that's quite likely. I mean, the billions of daily users that Facebook has. Right now, Facebook is allegedly raising as much as $1 billion for its currency stablecoin. Now, why does it need to do that? Because why not have an ICO for a stablecoin? Why not? I mean, if you can make more money doing it, why the heck not? But this article goes on to say there's a couple of reasons why Facebook may be doing this. Now, Facebook on their own, they have reportedly $10 billion in cash and cash equivalents alone. So they have enough money to create this. They have this $1 billion. But they're potentially not doing that to acquire outside investors could help prevent the project as looking more decentralized and less controlled by Facebook. So this could make it seem a little bit more decentralized. Also, adding other currencies aside from just US dollars might make the currency even more resilient, even against currency exchange rates. Such a stablecoin could seriously disrupt the need for industries like Forex. So not only will Facebook coin be the one world currency, but it will also totally destroy the Forex markets, potentially. So all that's in the news today. I did see this little meme. Thought you guys might find it interesting and or funny. I did. Basically, ever since the price has shot up, there's been a lot more shitty ICOs contacting me being like, hey, talk about our coin. And this basically explains it. So this is like buying into one of the thousands of existing coins. Nah, don't do that. Making a new coin to fix a problem hundreds of others are already working on. Yeah, that's it. It reminds me of one of the top gainers for today. Like, for instance, this ABBC coin. Finally, their website was up and working. I took a look at it. It's a freaking crypto wallet. And they're just doing an ICO so that they can create a crypto wallet, which is kind of bullshit when you have other options already out there. Totally working wallets where you earn interest on cryptos that you hold in there. You can exchange with fiat. And look at this, ERC20 exchange. You can actually exchange your cryptos, your shitcoins on there. You can do shitcoin to shitcoin exchanges on the wallet. Why wouldn't anyone use Monarch? I don't know. You can check that out. That is one of the sponsors, the sponsor. I love it. I use it. Maybe you do too. Also, guys, I have been using Signal Profits for the past 6 months or so, profitably. It's not for everybody. You need to be trading with at least $3,000. You need to actually follow proper trading guidelines in order to make money on it. But if that is something you're looking to do, get more into trading on a regular basis, you can check out Signal Profits. There is a link down in the description. Check it out. They called the Bitcoin price spike. So if you were a Signal Profits member, you would have seen that Bitcoin was going up before it did. So that's all the news for today, and the videos and everything else and all that. And there's the flowers for you guys, just in case you couldn't see them. Really shitty. I wouldn't have chosen ones like that, but actually they were behind the computer the whole time, but then I took the light, switched it with that, and then you have it right there. So that's all for today. I'll catch you guys next time. Love y'all. Peace.